The Rebels and Knights finished the 2012 regular season tied in the standings. This forced a play-in game on Sunday afternoon at UMSL. In the first inning, both starting pitchers, Luke Ingersoll of SIUE and James Ball of North Central College, pitched scoreless half innings, despite some defensive miscues, resulting in an error for each team. In the top of the second, the Knights picked up a leadoff single from Josh Herrick, Jefferson College. Tyler Brannicky of Quincy University moved Herrick to second base on back-to-back singles for the Knights. Both runners advanced during Alfonso Gratterall's plate appearance on a wild pitch. Gratterall of Lindenwood University then reached base on a walk to load the bases. Matthew Glanzner of Missouri Valley College hit a double off the left field wall to score Herrick and Brannicky and give the Knights a 2-0 lead. Glanzner's double opened up the floodgates for the Knights offense as Abrain Ledesma of Lindenwood singled to drive in Gratterall, followed by Austin Clapp with an RBI sac fly. The Knights took a 5-0 lead when Kyle Grieshaber of the University of Central Missouri capped off the inning with an RBI double off the wall in left center field. Josh Herrick picked up another leadoff single with a flare into shallow left field. Tyler Brannicky was walked, followed by Alfonso Gratterall, who doubled into center field and drove in Brannicky. Later in the inning, Abrain Ledesma singled into left field to add another run for the Knights. Next, Austin Clapp picked up back-to-back RBI singles for the Knights. Following Clapp's RBI single, the Rebels went to the bullpen as Jacob Hinton of Alderson Brodus College replaced Ingersoll. With one out and runners at the corners, Kyle Grieshaber reached base on an error and Ledesma scored. As the inning continued, Bryce Stout of Southwest Oklahoma State sent a line drive down the third baseline for a double to increase the Knights' lead to 10-0. Josh Herrick then came to the plate for the second time in the inning and picked up an RBI single on a pop-up that landed on the infield. Both teams were scoreless in the fourth inning. In the top of the fifth, Kyle Grieshaber reached base from a leadoff error. Later in the inning, after to load the bases, Ryan Sweet of William Woods University singled in the gap in left center field and drove in 2 more runs. Later in the inning, with one out and the bases loaded again, the Rebels walked in a run with Abrain Ledesma at the plate, followed by Austin Clapp, who was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to increase the lead to 15-0. The Rebels again went to the bullpen, bringing in Eduardo Oquendo of Olney Central College and also a St. Louis Cardinals draft pick. But this didn't help much, as Jacob Rhodes then drove 2 more runs in with a pop-up that got lost in the sun and dropped in the infield. Mike Earhart cleared the bases with a long home run to the embankment behind the center field wall. In the top of the sixth, Colin McDonough came to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. McDonough drove the ball into left field and scored Tyler Brannicky. Austin Clapp then reached base on a fielder's choice, during which Ryan Sweet scored on a play at home plate. The Rebels got a much-needed second out on a ground ball, but Jacob Rhodes got enough of the ball to score Matthew Glanzner. Timothy Cassett, University of Missouri St. Louis, took over on the mound for the Knights in relief of James Ball, who allowed only 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout in 5 innings. Turner Matson of Howard College picked up a leadoff walk in the first batter that Hassett faced. Nick Lombardo of SIUE doubled in the gap in center field to drive in Matson and break the shutout. The Rebels' rally continued when Daniel Murphy grounded out, but drove in Bone. Brendan Coleman of Lewis and Clark Community College then launched a 2-run home run over the scoreboard in left field for the Rebels. of the inning. The Knights were held scoreless in the top of the 7th inning before the Rebels continued to rally. The Knights brought in Gary Russo, Miami University Hamilton, to pitch the bottom of the 7th. Rebels catcher Brian Sipe of SIUE got a leadoff walk, followed by Turner Matson. Later in the inning, with the bases loaded, Daniel Murphy picked up another RBI on a single that scored Matson. Brendan Coleman nearly recorded his 2nd home run of the game, but got under the ball and flied out to center field. Coleman drove the ball deep enough for Logan Bone to tag up at 3rd and score. After giving up another walk, the Knights made another pitching change when Austin Clapp came in to get the final out. Clapp got a ground ball and got the final out on a 6-4 putout of London Ellman at 2nd base. Final score of the play-in game, Knights 23, Rebels 6. And I'm here with the offensive and defensive players of the game after the Knights pick up a win in the play-in game. And it was a pretty crazy game. Final score was 23-6, somewhere in that ballpark. And talk here first to the pitcher, the winning pitcher, James Ball. Pitched 5 innings of scoreless baseball, only 3 hits, and you had a strikeout as well. Yeah. So what was your approach out there? How were you feeling? All that kind of stuff.
Well, I just anytime I pitch, I just want to go right after him. I just want to be on the mound and attack every time. That's my plate, and no one owns it but me. So that's how I pitch every game.
Yeah, it looked like out there you try and keep the game going at a pretty fast pace. You're not one of those pitchers that stall and take a lot of time on the mound. It seems like you like to get the ball back and then throw another pitch pretty quickly.
Yeah, I want to be hustle on, hustle off. I want to get the game rolling. I always want to be first out on the field. I want that ball, and I just want to throw it. Just get through every inning as quick as possible.
And how was it? A lot of times you've been kind of the late-in guy for the Knights and everything. How was it coming in as a starter this time?
Well, actually, I used to be a starter quite a bit, and when I went to school, they turned me into a closer, and then I started starting for them too. But they closed me a lot, primarily because of the beard. You know, they say, "Man, you look like a closer, so you're going to be a closer." So I like to start. That's where, and usually I like to go the whole game. But we were up so much that they just decided to get some more guys in.
Yeah, it looked like Lonnie just wanted to make a change and trying to get some guys, warmed up for the playoffs, because it looked like you were going strong all through your outing here. Not really a weak outing for James Ball here today. Why don't we bring in the offensive leader here? I'm here with the offensive leader of the game, Mike Earhart. You went 2 for 4, had a bomb there, pretty long home run, and a double, and also drove in 3 RBIs. So how was your game today?
It was pretty good. I felt good coming into this. Just keep the same approach every game. Get your foot down early and just let your hands work.
How was it? You guys have been kind of on the bubble for the playoffs the last week or two. Could you guys feel that was on the line, and that the Rebels were on a losing streak, so you kind of went for the jugular here?
Yeah, I mean, we sort of took that as advantage. We wanted to get on them early, which we did. We scored 6 in the 2nd inning, and I think that played a big part, just stepping on their throats early.
And maybe talk about your home run. What were you looking for up there? What was your approach going into that at bat?
My approach is the same every time. I just look for something down the middle. Center field approach, and I just let my hands work.
And how is it tomorrow? Going right back at it and facing the Indians in the playoffs now.
They're a good team. They got a solid offense and defensive team. So I think it should be a good game.
Well, we look forward for more from you as the playoffs continue, and James Ball as well. Hopefully you guys can keep it going and get on a roll here. So good luck, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.